Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're cutting straight to the chase on some really exciting Gunpla news.
Yeah, there's been a lot floating around, but we have zeroed in on one particular announcement.
Exactly. We're going to unpack the details on a brand new kit that's, well, it's already making waves.
We are talking about the HG 1144 GMS-Ω GQuuuuuuX. That's the one.
And it's a pretty significant one, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is the main mobile suit the protagonists ride from the new anime coming up, Mobile Suit Gundam GQuuuuuX.
Right, and what's really interesting is the designer, Ikuto Yamashita.
Oh, yeah. He's got such a distinct style, known for some really iconic mecha outside of Gundam, too.
Yeah.
Seeing his take on the lead Gundam, that's something.
Definitely, and looking at the info, it seems like they've managed to capture his aesthetic, but still keep that classic Gundam color scheme, the red, white, yellow, blue.
So our mission today is basically just to lay out everything we know so far about this kit, straight from the official announcements.
Let's get into it. Okay, first things first. It's a high-grade kit. Scale is 1144.
And the release date, this is what everyone's going to want to know.
January 2025.
Oh, okay. And the price looked pretty reasonable too, right? Around 2,200 yen.
2200 JPY. Feels like a pretty standard price point for a new HG kit, especially a protagonist suit. Seems fair.
And maybe most importantly for collectors, it's a regular retail release.
Yes, big relief there. Not P-Bandai, so it should be, much easier for people to actually find and buy without jumping through hoops.
That is awesome news. Okay, so accessibility is good.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the kit itself. The build, the features. You mentioned Yamashita's design. How does that translate into the model, like posing and stuff?
Well, the sources are really emphasizing the articulations.
Yeah.
We're talking about, enhanced posability.
Enhanced how?
They specifically called out improvements in the torso, the hip joints, basically key areas you need for dynamic posing. It sounds like Bandai really wants this thing to be able to pull off some cool action stances, probably straight from the anime.
Okay, that's good to hear. Better articulation is always welcome. I think I saw something about the backpack being special, too.
Yeah, exactly. It's not just a static block back there. The info says it's flexible and articulated itself.
Oh, nice.
Which adds, another layer of movement and visual interest. Lets it shift with the pose. Should look really good.
Definitely adds to the dynamism. Okay, what about gear, weapons, accessories? What comes in the box?
Seems like a solid loadout. You get its main weapons. There's a heat hawk mention.
Okay, classic melee.
And a rifle, naturally, for ranged attacks, and also a sword. Plus, the usual interchangeable hands for holding everything securely and getting different expressions.
Right. Standard but essential stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But there was one extra bit that seemed kind of unique, wasn't there? Something about the head.
Yes. And this is probably the most intriguing part, especially thinking about the anime series.
What is it?
The kit comes with an extra replacement head part. And this part specifically shows the head antenna deployed.
Deployed antenna.
Oh,
So like a V-fin spread out or something.
Sort of, yeah. And the info explicitly states this configuration, this head part, is used when the suit goes into something called Psychomu Omega mode.
Psychomu Omega. Okay, that definitely sounds like a specific power-up or state.
Exactly. So having a dedicated part just for that mode in the model kit, it tells you something, right?
Yeah, it suggests it's not just a minor thing. It must be visually distinct enough in the show to warrant its own piece in the kit.
Right. So if you piece it all together, you've got this highly articulated main suit, Yamashita design, standard retail, good accessories.
And this specific ed part for a Psychomu Omega mode.
So what does this mean for you, the builder, the fan? You're getting more than just a cool model kit. It feels like you're getting a little preview or a clue about the Gundam's abilities in the show.
Holding a piece of the puzzle, basically. That Psychomu Omega part.
Yeah.
It really makes you wonder.
It really does. It points towards maybe a significant transformation or power state for the GQuuuuuuX.
So thinking about that unique design, the focus on articulation, and especially that Psychomu Omega mode head.
What could this kit, just the model itself, be hinting at about the real capabilities and maybe even the nature of this new Gundam before we even see the anime?
That's a great question to chew on while we wait for January. It definitely builds anticipation for both the kit and the show.
Absolutely. And hey, if you found this kind of deep dive helpful, getting into the nitty-gritty of releases like this.
Yeah, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. That way you won't miss out when we unpack more interesting topics and reveals down the line.
For sure. We'll keep digging into the details for you.